And the next one is different, emails. Email. Now, let's say I'm going to show you a few more examples. Now, we discussed that malicious codes. Let's look at Word. So we discussed that malicious codes, right, can generate. We know that malicious codes, they can do, and there are ways that attackers can send malicious codes as well. It's not always attachments. It can be URLs as well. Let me generate something lengthy here. Just open up. Then let's say mm, I just want to show you. Let's say we'll do Google scan. Yeah, this one. So this is the one. So this one is very lengthy query. So let's say if somebody sends you, I think I have shown you sometimes in one of the workshops, but I would like to show you this one. So let's say click on this link. Type, if you see that we are a bit suspicious because somebody might included something within this one, that's why it's lengthy. But sometimes, let's say if you do the same, click on this link, let's say link, then attackers can embed here like this. So when this happens, we will be bit, we don't worry this much because it's not very lengthy URL. So you can just click on that. But if you hover your mouse, you would see it's still the same thing. This is very, basic technique, but still it's valid. And the next one is if you go to URL shortening services, something like tiny URL, attackers can shorten this URL. Let's say CSCU safe. So they can create this kind of URLs. Now, if that happens, or if somebody sends this kind of URL, let's say click on, this is the URL. So when you do that, it doesn't show you anything fishy. You can click on that. So because of that, URL services, if you receive anything, have to be really mindful. What you can do is you can click on this one and you can copy the hyperlink. And then what you can do is at least, so without just clicking, you can copy the hyperlink. Then you can go to VirusTotal and you can go to URL and paste the URL and search. Once you do that, it will search the URL for us, VirusTotal, and it gives you the information here. So this is the real URL. If you go to details, you would see this URL carries, this is the real one. Okay, so this is the URL that shared CSU safe, but this is the extended URL. All right, so it shows you whether it goes here, body length, body SH, so everything will be shown here. So you can be mindful just, without just clicking on it, right? So that is one of the things that you can do. And the next one is click this link, and then when it comes to email, sometimes you get contact us. Let's say good guy at good.com. So this is the URL, email, right? But attackers can use this also technique, very interesting way. So if you go to link here, insert link, and email address, there you can, let's say remove link, and then I'm gonna copy the link here. So here, text display is this one, but address can be different from this one. So I'm gonna configure this one here. Add Bad guy. Right? When I configured, so here you would see it says good guy at good.com. So whenever you want to contact, so if you look at apparently it's good. So then I will just click on this one to send an email. So when you click on that, let's see, I'm going to click here and then it sends a mail. Here you would see it's bad guy to bad.com. It's not a good guy, right? It's just a playing around with links, but still here you would see I am now sending to different email address. So that can happen. Because of that, have to be really, really careful when you receive this kind of a email, because there can be various ways that attackers take advantage of. Now, if I show you one more thing, right? So now let's go to. I'm gonna open up my Gmail. Let's say in web attacks, we just go to. We can generate some. We can perform something called phishing. So I think I demonstrated if we were in the workshop. So there I explain, right? So configuring a phishing website. So this is the example that I click on that. I'm going to copy this site here. Copy. This is local IP address. If I paste it, yeah, it's working now. So once you do that, then attackers can share the IP address. Let's say 10.10.10.7 in this case. Sorry, https colon backslash 10.10. Sorry, http 10.10.10.7. Now you would see this is actually phishing attack. Everybody knows. And then if you look at this one, you will receive it. Only difference is the URL. It shows only IP address. Whenever you enter your information here, let's say I'm going to enter my information, Kushanta, and the password and the number. If I click on login, the information can be collected by the attacker. So, right? So, attacker will connect my information, the Kushanta and the password information and the captcha, everything is recorded here. So, this is known as phishing attack. So, there are multiple ways that attackers would send phishing attack. And also, if I, connect this with my previous URL scenario, let's say you receive something like this, right? Let's say contact People's Bank, digital banking with, let's go to the real URL. This is how actually real attacks take place. So this is the URL, and within that, they can insert this link, right? So they can say HTTP colon 10.10.10.7, right? But display can be this one. So once this happens, so this is the one. All right. So this is the URL. It shows the real one. Right? There is no any fishy mark here. If I click on that, so then it loads up the URL. There you can get it. So when this happens, so typically we will not look at the URL because you received it, and then when you look at the URL, it's the real one. But we have not tested whether it's fake one or spoof one or whatsoever, the others.